Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to the Foundations of Lead Generation Masterclass. In today's session, I'm going to show you the exact systems I use to generate leads that are your own. Basically, leads that you're not sharing with anybody. They're super high quality, they're qualified, and they're ready to go. So basically, only serious inquiries and verified phone numbers. I'm also going to show you the strategy to avoid attracting unqualified leads and build the sustainable system that is going to be able to do this consistently day in and day out, allowing you to convert leads into clients. So that's what we're going to go over today. So before I dive into the lesson, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how this system came to life. So over the past 5 years, I've been gaining information from my mentors like Grant Cardone, Ryan Serhant, Patrick Bet-David, Andy Elliott, and many others. And with that information, I've been able to build a system that consistently generates leads. So you can basically say I've cracked the code to generating leads. And yeah, with this system, I've been able to generate over $300 million in sales for my clients. As you can see here, this is a 24-hour period. We generated all these leads for this low cost as well. Here's another campaign, a 24-hour period as well. I've been able to speak on stages in front of hundreds of people teaching this exact system. And, I'm super blessed to be able to have helped so many people implement this into their business and actually have a reality change where they're not worrying about leads anymore. They're closing deals consistently, but most importantly, they have a lot more free time because this system allows you to automate the whole process. So as we can see here, a couple more of our clients, testimonials. We took this business from 86 users on 1 year to 967 the next year just by implementing our software and our system, which has done magic for a lot of people. As you can see here, $27,000 in commissions. Since we got started, I think we're working together for about a month there. 15K in 1 week from the leads they generated from our software. So as you can see, the value is there, and we've done it for many people. And yeah, today I want to teach you why I'm giving you this for free, and I also want to show you how to implement it into your own business. So with that being said, let's get started. So I do recommend you watch the whole entire thing because you're going to be learning things that even if you might know, it's always good to rehear them and rehearse them. So yeah, let's get right into it. You can skip as much as you like. You can go to the sections you want to go, but we're going to start very, very basic with the concept of what is lead generation. Lead generation is basically the process of getting somebody's information, right? And with the hope that you're going to be able to convert them into sell. So a potential client, a prospect, right? So whether that is their email, their house address, their social media, their phone number, if you can get a contact information, that becomes a lead. If you can get permission to text them, to contact them, basically, you struck gold because that means it's a lead that wants to work with you and you're able to reach out to them and you're most likely going to get a higher response rate from it. As you can see here, there are two types of lead generations. There's inbound and there's outbound. So here are some of the benefits of inbound. It's usually people that are super, super motivated towards working with you because they've seen your content, they've reached out to you asking for more information, right? Usually this kind of leads are hard to get, but with this system, we take that away completely. We make it very, very simple to generate inbound leads. What this means is people that are reaching out to you, whether that is through your Instagram page, through your ads, through an email you sent out, like a mass email, and basically your billboards, anything that brings in traffic, a website visit, that is an inbound lead. An outbound lead, on the other hand, is somebody you're reaching out to um, without an initial introduction, right? So you're introducing yourself to them, and you're the one making that first connection, whether that is through a DM, a cold call, an email, a billboard. You're basically interrupting the patterns, interrupting the days to get your message across, if that makes sense. So we come a little bit down here. We're going to see the three stages of lead generation, right? Here are the three stages where leads go. This is this is very, very, very important to understand because you can't treat hot leads the same way you treat cold leads, and the same goes to warm leads and cold leads and vice versa. You need to understand that cold leads are people that are unaware of you. They're unaware of your product, they're unaware of your service, and they really don't know anything about what you do, right? So this is a new audience. There's many ways of benefiting from having cold leads, but it's important that you don't approach them as if they were a hot lead because you're going to scare people away. Then you have warm leads. This is people that have shown some level of interest. This could be followers, website visitors, newsletter subscribers, and basically a very low barrier to entry point where they're interested but they're not ready to buy. And then high level commitment, decision making stage. This is what a hot lead is. Whether they spend some time in your business, maybe they hopped in a call with you, they invested $10 for an info product you had, or something of that nature, where they're invested into the business, they're ready to go. They just need something else to be able to get from being a lead to a customer. So those are different stages of leads. And this is very important for you to understand, because if you don't understand this, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities because you're targeting the right people or the wrong people the wrong way. So if we come here, you're going to see the four ways of lead generation. Now that we understand what lead generation is, we understand the ways of doing lead generation and the stages of lead generation, let's get into how to actually do lead generation. So the first one is warm outreach. Warm outreach is reaching out to people that gave you permission to reach out to them. So that's an opt-in form, that's a follower, that's somebody that commented in your video. Basically, that's somebody that is already aware of you and they've given you permission to reach out to them in a way, right? So when somebody follows you, they're not gonna get upset because you DM them. So this is your highest point of leverage. Your contacts, that's a warm lead. Everybody has warm outbound leads in their phone right now. Like if you go into your phone and you check how many people you have, those are all your warm outbound leads. Organic post, this is a form of warm inbound. You're going to be posting to your followers and people are going to comment. People are going to come into your DMs. They're going to ask for more information. And there's a very, very specific way of doing organic posts so you can convert. You have to have a CTA, and we're going to discuss this in a later point. Again, if you want my help at any point, you could either book a call with me completely for free or shoot me a text. And my phone number is 786-569-3071. And the link to book a call is www.theadgoat.com. You can see both of them in screen at the moment. So yeah, if you need any help, any questions, just go ahead and dial in. Cold outreach, that is DMs, SMS, cold calls to strangers. Basically, people don't know who you are. They're a cold lead and you're just outbounding to them. You're reaching out. So the combination between outbound, cold, the different stages and different methods is what creates the outreach forms, right? So most effective ones are definitely warm. So warm outreach is definitely the best way to go about lead generation, and cold outreach is a way to do lead generation, but it's very, very difficult because you're going to get hung up. You're going to get a lot of people rejecting you because they really don't want your service. But if you're able to crack the code on cold outreach, is a very efficient way to generate leads because it's essentially free. Now we go to paid traffic. This right here, other than inbound warm, is my favorite way of generating leads because it creates a consistent way where you can track what's going on. And let's say if you spend $100 on ads and you make $500 on back, you know that the next time you spend $100 on ads, you're gonna get 500 back. You know that the next time you spend 200, you're gonna get 1,000. So that's how it goes, and it's a very easy way to grow your business. It's the quickest way to grow your business is paid advertising and organic traffic. So as you can see here, this is ads, CPC, sponsors, posters, etc. So this is called cold inbound. And you have to remember that your main goal in lead generation is to get the contact information. This is going to allow you to build that relationship with a potential client, and is going to allow you to convert them into a high-paying customer or a client of yours that could potentially sign a deal. So now you might be wondering, why is lead generation important? And it's not only important, but it's necessary to grow your business because you can't close deals with leads you don't have. And that's something people don't understand. People really forget that the only way to grow your business is by getting more sales. But you can't get more sales if you don't have a proper lead generation system that is bringing you leads consistently. The only way to grow is by getting more people to buy your product or your service, right? You can't, that's the one piece in business that can't be missing, because if you don't have clients, if you don't have customers, you really can't make money. So once you understand the concept that you can't close deals with leads you don't have, and, and you build that system, you're going to realize that the opposite happens, is that once you have leads, you're going to close so many deals that you don't want more deals because you're going to be overwhelmed with the amount of jobs you have, the amount of clients you have to serve, right? So we come down a little bit more. Another stage is once you understand how to do the cold outreach, you understand what it is that you have to do when you're doing inbound or outbound, you understand who you're targeting in the sense of warm, cold, or hot. You need to understand who your ideal client is. Because if you're missing that point, you don't understand who your ideal client is, you're not going to know how to outreach to them. You're not going to know how to do the ads. You're not going to know how to do the newsletters. And the reason that is because if you try to appeal to everybody, you're going to appeal to nobody. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're a real estate agent looking to sell $5 million homes, right? That's who you want. You want somebody that's a family man, looking to buy $5 million homes. So they're most likely going to come with a family. They're most likely going to have more than one car. They're most likely going to be, they don't have too much time, and most likely they want something easy. They want a simple process. So instead of saying, "Hey, listen, we have houses for $500,000 for sale in the market right now. Come buy them." That's a terrible brand message when you're targeting people that want to buy $5 million homes that are in a family that probably own multiple cars. So what you want to say is like, we have spacious properties with 6 car garages next to the private school. It's $5 million home in a residential community with a very, very safe environment. What's going to happen there? That brand message, of course, I just improvised it on the spot, so it's not going to be perfect, but it's a brand message that attracts the attention of your ideal client. And to be able to do that, you need to understand the age, the gender, the income, the level of education, the occupation of your ideal client. What do they want? What are their interests? What are their pain points? You know, what are their buying habits? Because if you understand that, you're going to be able to tailor your message to those people. So once you find what your ideal client looks like, is you need to create a detailed buyer persona, right? So you need to gather information from existing clients and find out what is it that they're looking for and how you're going to target them. The way to do this is very, very simple. You either ask your previous clients, you do a survey to new people, right? You run ads through a survey, or you send an email blast to get people to submit a survey. It's like, what would you like to see in a real estate service? And then the final thing to do is a market research. Just look at what your competitors are doing and emulate it, right? There's a quote from Picasso that says, "Great artists create," or whatever. We'll just get this part. Yeah, because if something's working for other people, it most likely going to work for you. So don't try to reinvent the wheel when there's something that's clearly working. And then you have to make sure to tailor your market message and offers to address the specific needs and challenges of your ideal client. Because let's say you open a bar and you don't sell alcohol and you start selling lemonade, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to want to buy alcohol. But since you don't have alcohol, those are not the people you want. So because you branded it properly, you branded it improperly, you branded it as a liquor store, as a bar, people that want alcohol are going to come, and then you're not going to have the prospects to sell to because you only have lemonade. And instead, if you sell it as a lemonade stand, you're going to have people that want lemonade coming to your stand to buy lemonade. So that's kind of like a very easy way to describe what I'm talking about here, just in a nutshell. So lead magnets. Lead magnets are very, very important. As we can see right now, what I'm doing here today is a lead magnet, right? I'm providing so much value that you are willing to give me your email and your phone number to receive something in return. If I wouldn't, like, be honest, like, just think to yourself, if I would have not given you this, I wouldn't have your email, I wouldn't have your phone number, and I wouldn't have a way to contact you. But I understand that by me giving you the free value, not only am I getting trust, not only am I providing value to you, which is great whether you work with me or not, but I'm able to get your information and reach out to you on a later point. Because if you don't have a reason for somebody to give you their info, they're simply not going to give it to you. There's no point, right? So this is kind of like the motivator as of why they should give you their email. Lead magnets go hand in hand with. So you have to give high value. As I just said right now, I sell this for $5,000. Like, that's what the system costs if I were to just do a consulting session and teach this to somebody for 1 hour. Just because it's such a powerful system that they could go and sell it to clients for $3,000 a month, and they would make the $5,000 instantly almost, right? So you have to make sure that whatever they're getting is 10 times more or 100 times more. The more the better. The more value you can provide for free, the better. So you have to make sure that what you're giving to them is so much better than what they're giving to you, which in this case would be your time, your email, and your phone number. So far, I mean, I think I'm delivering more than the time it's taking you to watch this. You're learning a lot, and your phone number, your email. This is higher value than that to you. It's the same thing as commodity. It's the same thing as providing cash to somebody. If you give somebody $10, that means the product they're giving you is worth more than $10 to you. Does that make sense? So I'll give you an example for real estate agents. It could be, listen, if you're looking to buy your home, if you're the first time home buyer and you're struggling to find the property that you want or your dream home, here are three things to look out for before you make that purchase. Or here's what I see first time home buyers mistakes. Or like, here are the most common home buyers mistakes. Click the link below I'm going to give you a checklist of the three things to look out for so you avoid making those mistakes, right? So now you're giving somebody the reason to click the link and submit their information. And then the nurturing system is very, very important. You need a system that allows you to get back to the leads in 5 minutes or less. Because if you're not getting back to the leads almost instantly, you're decreasing your chances of closing a deal by 400%. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that everything we're doing is up to par and optimized so we could close the most amount of deals with the least amount of money spent into getting leads. And then the next thing, you need a system that's going to allow you to do that. You need a system that's going to nurture and qualify the leads for you, so you don't have to kind of go your way qualifying them, wasting time, because who wants to do that, right? Nobody wants to change what they're currently doing. So if you can have a way to generate more leads without changing too much of your routine, that's perfect, right? So that's the only way really you're going to scale, is by having everything optimized with a system. The reason most businesses fail is because they don't have the proper systems in place. And I mean, 80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years because they don't have the right systems. And I think it's only like 5% or like a very small percentage of businesses get past $1 million a year. And an even smaller percent get past 5 million. And an even smaller percent get past 10 million, because they're missing the system that's going to get them to $10 million per year. So as we saw at the beginning, it's like, you don't think you could get to $1 million a year if you were getting this much leads per day? Like, it's almost impossible not to get to $10 million or $1 million per year with this amount of leads per day. But the reason, if you don't get there with this amount of leads, is because you have the wrong systems and the wrong sales. So to fix that, you need to dial down on your systems, which is what we're doing today. So congratulations on taking action into improving your systems. And yeah, booking them into your calendar is key. So if you can nurture, qualify them, do everything for you, book them into the calendar. I mean, you're only going to hop in the call for 10 minutes. So you just save yourself like 3 hours of conversation with somebody that might not even be qualified into 10 minutes. You're going to hop in the call with them. You're going to meet them in a coffee shop nearby, and they're going to be serious because we already qualified them and nurtured them with the system. You got to remember that it's not about getting leads. It's about what happens after. So if you don't have the right systems, it's going to be very, very difficult to close those leads, because leads are just that. They're just phone numbers of people ready to buy. But if you don't know how to show them what they're buying, they're not going to buy from you. And if we go a little bit lower, I'm going to give you some action steps, right? The first one is define your client and create your detailed buyer personas, optimize your website and social media profiles. This is very, very key, especially for inbound. Choose and set up the tools and technologies. We've learned this already in the previous videos, so if you haven't watched them, go back and watch all the videos. And then create your first lead magnet and plan your lead generation funnel, which we've talked in the past video as well. So you're gonna remember something as well, is like, I can do this for you, right? There's no need for you to spend the time trying to learn the whole system, spending your money, making sure that not everything's optimized. So yeah, if you haven't watched the video before, I'm giving you a free CRM account, which is usually $97 a month. And yes, I'm paying that out of pocket for you just to be able to provide you more value. So if that's something that's interesting to you, just go back, fill out the form to apply to get the free Go High Level account, and then I'll help you. I'll do it to you for free just so you can be in the ecosystem. But more importantly, if you want the system implemented into your business, make sure to book a call, because this is going to take time for you to do. This is not something easy, right? And if you're missing clarity, if there's something that you're missing, either shoot me a call or shoot me a text to my phone number, or book a call on my link below. I'm going to help you optimize the system. I'm going to help you implement it, and I'm going to do it all for you. So you don't have to worry about absolutely anything but close deals. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, make sure to book a call below. And the most important part here is that you don't need to do anything. The most important part here is that to achieve this result, you don't need to do anything. I mean, I've closed over $300 million in sales with this system right here. So if you genuinely believe this system is going to help you grow your business, it's going to help you close more deals, it's going to help you get more clients and customers, just make sure to book a call with me, and I'm going to show you exactly how I can do this for my business done for you. So you don't have to even move a finger, and so you can have more time to focus on what you do best, which is just close deals. I want to implement the system for you. I want to manage everything. So basically, removing all the weight off from your shoulders. With that being said, don't forget to book the call. It's completely free. There's no obligations. I'll provide even more value on that call, and I'll see you over there. Thank you very much for watching. It means the world to me.